And is there ever a lot going on in our little community, our little high school football community, sports community? I cannot believe how bad things have gotten. Shout out to my guy Kevin McCabe for uncovering so much on his show. Um, Actual, literal disbelief. I don't really know where to begin, and not similar is like not the same, and everything that glitters ain't gold. um but my man Kev on his Saturday radio show brought on a guest to talk about a new prep program or whatever, prep school academy thing going on in the valley. I've had multiple parents hit me up asking me if this is an opportunity that they should seek out. I've seen the craziness on Twitter, the public recruiting of kids and poaching, attempted poaching of kids. um Man, there's got to be like some honor amongst thieves. This is absolutely insane. I never, ever, I kind of never, ever thought that something like this would really hit, not in the state of Arizona, but it did. It's crazy. Putting together a schedule with these national teams on it, and then I'm getting hit up from some of these national national powerhouse programs. Um, like on some chili. Tell these dudes to take us off their schedule. And I'm just like, I don't know them. So, I have zero involvement. I don't even know these people. Um, I have no idea what is going on here. Um, I'm more surprised than you guys. And yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Um, and I just hope that I just hope that none or not too many of our Arizona families um, have been affected by this. Listen, like the creation of schools has been going on for like a long time. Creation of like prep schools or whatever, and using like the online learning tools. And look, man, I've seen this. I've seen kids graduate early using an online school to obtain their high school degree and be eligible to play high level football and things like that. That stuff does exist. And then, I know that people are trying to create these academies and they've been successful doing this stuff in the basketball world. Football is just different. Football is a completely different beast, a completely different monster. I don't even really know like how to explain it, but there's like the travel, and like obviously there's the sheer size of the team. Like football teams have 40, 50, 60, 70 players on it, whereas a basketball team has like 12, 15, whatever. So it's just easier to travel with the less, obviously, right? Like it makes more sense. Like, dude, to start off a football team with one of these national schedules, um, the amount of money that's required. I'm not sure how many kids are going to be traveling or whatever. Facility rentals, and also like schools have multiple like basketball courts or whatever. They have multiple they have multiple opportunities to play basketball like on their campuses and stuff like that. But like there aren't too many football fields, and like most football fields like are shared with the soccer program and stuff. And then obviously like I get it. There's like those practice fields that are like run down or not always properly taken care of, and you can use those. You might as well just be practicing in a regular park somewhere. Save yourself on the rental and all that, and just try to organize a group and just commandeer an open area of the park. I actually did that for Flight Club, so I I guess I could, but I did that for 7-on-7s, and I made sure that I only had 15 players from each team because I had to observe like the 15 person in a confined space rules. But anyways, like this is just absurd, and I hope that none of our families were like hoodwinked and tricked into giving money to this situation. Um, Again, round of applause, Kev. when you watch this, take a bow. Um, Great coverage, absolutely great coverage. Um, this isn't the first time that somebody's attempted or tried to do something like this. There was the Tucson Tech situation many moons ago, and um, Ralph Amsden uncovered that and went through the headache of uh, dealing with there was like some blowback from that or whatever, but um, did a great job of uncovering it and making sure that the families out here were protected. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you know, you can only hope that uh, the good people in the community will continue to look out for the community. Um, but yeah, I saw this thing starting up. I didn't want to really discuss it too much last week. I think that it's spilled over and grown some legs and um, became a bigger mess than I thought it would. And I just I don't know where to go in regards. I don't know where to go from here in regards to that situation, other than stay away, stay away, reach out to people. Um, Kev, myself, um, you guys can find the good people in the community, and they'll sift through some of this madness. You know, it's like the whole paying for recruiting thing. You don't need to pay for recruiting. Cody Cameron, myself, Alex Simpson, pretty much anybody that was like a part of the Arizona varsity staff at some point in their careers made a point to say like you don't need to pay for college recruiting. If you're going to a D3 school, one, they don't really offer scholarships anyway. So like you can do most of that work yourself. Reach out to Coach Cat, go to his camp, which is coming in like May or something like that. It's going to be at Pinnacle. So shameless plug, but friend of the show, so I have to support Lake Forest head coach, Coach Catanzaro. So you can go there and you can network. Whatever the cost of that camp is, you're not paying for recruiting, you're paying to get the work, and then you're paying to showcase yourself in front of these college coaches, which are literally there from the D2, D3. And I think they've had some FCS coaches there in the past running drills and things like that. So like it's a real opportunity to get to know college coaches that you will hopefully get the opportunity to play for and get recruited by and go through the process and actually enjoy it. So I just wanted to show some love to obviously my guy Coach Cat, and then obviously Kevin McCabe, Hall of Fame journalist Kevin McCabe. So also the other thing, since we're talking about like camps and stuff, I do gotta show some love to this event that is coming this week. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. The Greatness Personified Lineman Retreat, which is going to be ran by Coach Zoo and NFL hopeful Anthony Lucas from USC and Chaparral. And he was also at Texas A&M for a hiccup. So super talented kid. He's going to be helping over there, and they have a ton of great coaches that are going to be contributing, and it's going to be a great camp. Young guys, I believe, is padded. Older guys, high school kids, I believe, is not padded. So you're going to be running through different types of drills. Probably going to do like 1v1s and things like that, but it is not going to be padded. So unless something has changed, I spoke with Coach Zoo. I will be out there presenting the Big Dog and Boss Hog awards for the top lineman, top offensive lineman, top defensive lineman. So if you're out there getting them pancakes, I'm probably going to hook you up. And if you're out there destroying offensive linemen, I'm probably going to hook you up. So pull up Corona del Sol. On Saturday, I will actually be in Vegas. So for the battle tournament, if you're out there in Battle Vegas, let me know, and I'll try to come catch a game. I know that I'm going to catch the Dolphins. I know I'm going to catch Tucson Turf. I know that I'll see those guys doing their thing. I wonder if I should do this during the Inside the Numbers segment, since I do not have one Adam Beadle. But I don't know if Gridiron's actually prepared for this, and sometimes he likes to be prepared. Should I surprise him? Should I let him pair. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to surprise him because I do like to get to my guy Gridiron, and we are going to have some fun here. Even though our graphics guy not on vacation, but our graphics guy is actually working Super Bowl week for a bunch of the Arizona kids that happen to be playing for the San Francisco 49ers. So our guy K Visuals is out there absolutely cooking in the Bay Area, put up in a fantastic 5-star resort style place, living the good life. He's out there with Papa Bourget, who's helping to coach the flag football thing that's going on out there. He's actually coaching with the AFC. I think he's coaching the AFC team. There's 2 teams, obviously, and he's coaching the AFC one. So Papa Bourget doing his thing. He's going to be probably national Team USA coach. At least I hope. And I can't wait. Love what he's done for the flag community in the state of Arizona and the 7-on-7 community. I like to think that Papa Bourget is like the godfather of 7-on-7 here in the state of Arizona. Without further ado, and yes, I am going to surprise my guy Gridiron with a little topic at the end of the Inside the Numbers segment, so he'll hate me. But without further ado, we are going to bring on the one and only Gridiron Arizona for the Inside the Numbers segment. Your boy Chili, just hang out for about 2 seconds. Gridiron, what up? Look at that.
Our graphics guy is up at the Super Bowl, huh?
He's up at the Super Bowl, living in a lap of lux.
With the 49ers.
Not specifically with the 49ers. He's shooting for Ricky Pearsall. I think he's doing some work
who's on the 49ers.
Who's on the 49ers. I think he's gonna get some stuff with Chase Lucas.
Who's on the 49ers?
Who's also on the 49ers.
Did I miss something? Because I'm pretty sure Seattle beat the Niners 41-6.
They did, but
so where's our graphics guy?
So since the Super Bowl happens to be in the Yay area,
I know.
I guess he's found himself some work. So I said, okay, cool, I got it. So we're gonna let him live. We are going to let him live.
The Lake Forest Mega Camp is Saturday, May 16. This is the 6th annual, and it starts at 10 a.m. at Pinnacle. Coach Catanzaro.
Hey, I'm excited. Hey,
and they do position specific drills also. It's not just a free for all kind of thing. It's pretty organized.
It's literally one of the best camps that I've seen ran. By the way, I do got Girl Scout cookies. So I was.
What do you got up there? What flavor do you got?
This is my favorite flavor, tagalongs. If anybody, do you?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were allowed to have some. I bought extra boxes just in case.
I have to like to give back. I keep eating more than one after a meal kind of thing. This is the diabetic thing, but yeah. And there's protein in that. You got peanut butter, so
I opened this box today.
That's more than one.
We are down to the last row. So,
don't check the chili blood sugar.
Oh my goodness. So what happened was I was looking for my Girl Scout cookie distributor at the local bashes over here. They're usually popped up. They're usually popped up
this weekend.
Yeah. So I asked the lady if they had Girl Scout cookies, and a Marcos Deniza parent, a parent of a Marcos Deniza player. I'm not going to say which one, but their daughter.
There you go.
Actually, was a Girl Scout, and they're like, wait, Chili, how many do you want? And I was like, tagalongs. How many do you got? Like as many as you need. So like, dude, they ran home and then came back and met me over.
They were coming over with the case.
So I bought 10. I bought a healthy 10 boxes. I got 3 up here. I know that I'll probably go through these because I gotta record with Cam a little bit later. But these things do not last long in my household. Gridiron, since you're such a dedicated person, I will make sure that I take care of you with a box. I will hold a box for you. So
There you go. Make sure make sure I don't get it at Flight Club because they'll be melted.
Oh, dang, that's so true. That's so true. When we do our annual meal, since that's coming during football season, then or sooner, you never know. Then I'll make sure that I hook you up. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what they put in these things, but so highly addicting. Hey, they're good till September 1st. So as long as I get
crack, I think is what it is. There you go.
Hey, as long as I get it to you before September 1st, you're good. So listen, hey, and if we do got any viewers, supporters, or whoever, if you live in the Tempe area and have Girl Scouts, I will buy. I want to support the community. I want to give back.
As long as you still got tag-alongs, he'll buy.
Yes, I will buy tag-alongs. Tag-alongs only. Tag-alongs only. I will buy a minimum of 5 boxes, and you have to accept Apple Cash or
did the Girl Scouts take that now? Is it all you do Apple Pay with them?
Yes, Apple.
They can do that.
You can
Wow.
Apple Pay, Apple Cash, all that stuff. So like if you accept it,
I'm old enough that I used to take my daughter around selling Girl Scout cookies in the days before Apple Pay, when you had to actually collect money from people. At the time that you took your pre-orders and then you went and collected the money when you dropped off the cookies, and you had to keep track of all the money in a big envelope and all that.
So how does this work? I've never actually asked a parent how this works. Do you just does your Girl Scout troop leader just give you like a pallet of cookies, or like
the way it works is now it's a little different because they
wholesale.
Usually when they do those cookie booths, they pre-order the cookies. You know, they figure out, they kind of guess how many they think they can sell. And then what they do is the troop leader will turn in a sheet for how much they want for the whole troop combined. And then they'll break them up amongst the kids. And then at the end of it, they gotta send the council a percentage of what the cookies are. And then they keep the rest.
So
because they do go to fund like the national camps and stuff like that too.
So you get to keep the extra cookies that like are left over.
Well, the troop does, not the. We don't keep the cookies. You hopefully sell the cookies and then you get the money for it for your troop.
Okay, so it sounds like you get to keep the extra. It's okay, Gridiron. I'm not trying to mess up the hustle.
You got to pay for them either way. You can't return cookies.
I'm not trying to mess up the hustle. So okay, all right. Anyways, speaking of cookies, we got a lot of these 2027 stock going up, and they are definitely getting those recruiting cookies.
But before we get to that, tomorrow is signing day for the 26s. So congratulations to everybody that's doing that. I still got to add up today's stuff, but prior to today, we were at 189 commits / signees for the guys. I think we're about 57 that signed in December, and then we've added more since then, and there'll be more coming in the next couple months because there'll be some of the D3s and NAIAs. You'll see people still continue to sign into March, April kind of thing, because sometimes it depends on financial aid. But tonight we're going to look ahead here. Because we just finished the early contact period for the month of January. Had a lot of college coaches out here. Some big-time head coaches were out here touring schools and getting to see some guys, and some of them doing workouts. And now they get to make some offers to some people. And it's kind of the January period is really big for the 27s. And then the next time that they'll be out will be right around the time of spring ball. The next period is, I believe, from April 15 to the end of May.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
We've had a few kids blow up during the month of January,
which is what we're about to get to in a second. If this thing will, man, look who came through in the clutch, even working the Super Bowl stuff.
Whoa! How about that?
Getting ready to head to a party, but I did not forget about the show. I need this. I need this. Yeah, maybe I'll hook him up some tag-alongs too. What is going on here? Hold on. This thing isn't loading up. what is technology is not like really my friend right now. Let's see if I can
No,
get
you
this
said you had
thing to.
the update going on or something earlier.
Yeah, there was an update going on earlier. I don't know what the
You turn on your
what the
computer and you
deal
got
is
the
here.
dreaded 5% into your update or something, huh?
Oh my
And you're like, you
goodness,
gotta start the show.
it's the worst thing ever. Like sometimes like technology just, you know what? This is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna send it. One thing that I do want to mention, my guy Gridiron, you and Beetle really cooked me with this Suns deal.
Yeah, they won number 30
I'm
last.
I am literally in disbelief at how this whole thing
They
has
are coming into
transpired and
tonight.
went down.
They were percentage points behind the Lakers for the 6, which would be outside the play-in. You know, on the good side of the play-in.
It's so insane. Like and I really really do like this team and I enjoy watching them play. I'm
They'll be on late
pleasantly
tonight.
surprised.
9 o'clock start tonight against Portland on NBC.
Okay. All right. Look what we got here. So this is the way it was about to look, but thanks to our guy K Visuals, the best graphics guy in the biz. See, this is how it's about to look. This is how it's about to look. I'm gonna hold on. This is the Chili exclusive. This is the Chili exclusive. If it'll pop up because all these updates that I got. Boom. Okay, Chili exclusive. This is how it was going to look.
I was gonna say,
look, it's
that was
simple. It
nice
gets to
visual. Yeah.
it gets to the point, right? But
I
thanks
almost
to our
had to
guy
draw
K
a
Visuals.
player on the little pad here for a minute. I thought I was just gonna draw a stick figure.
No, man. Hey, I would never let it be that bad.
Hey, look
But
at
thanks to
there.
our guy K
Going
Visuals,
up.
boom. He's got us
Look at
cooking
there.
and looking right. Yellow pad. Yeah, 2027. Stock going up, like literally like through the roof. A handful of kids over here, 4 of them to be exact.
There's more than that. We just chose 4.
There is, and we're gonna get to some of them, some of the other guys, as February rolls along. I think we got at least 4 shows in February. So
we do.
Jeremy Adeyanju has been absolutely incredible. His recruiting going absolutely crazy recently. The running back from O'Connor has been an absolute stud. I know Coach Cullis absolutely loves him, and for the right reasons. He thinks that he's a complete back and will be able to carry them through next season. Yazin Zion, the defensive lineman over there from Desert Edge, transferred in. This kid is an absolute monster. I know that Coach MacArthur believes that he's the best interior defensive lineman in the state, possibly the last 3 years. Sheesh, that's big. Also, Ty Kennedy, the offensive lineman over there at Mountain View. Litton absolutely loves him. I had a chance to talk to Litton a while back about him, and he just said that this kid is an absolute anchor for the line and can do so many things. So I know he absolutely loves him. And then Nasim Eason, the DB at Higley, the current warden of that Higley Penitentiary, recruiting blowing up, but has shut things down. And I know Gridiron's going to get into that in a second here. So I'm going to let Gridiron do his inside the numbers thing and take it away. And real quick, Coach Zuby is one of the biggest fans of Nasim. So he's told me that he's a lockdown guy. I always ask him, like, you're going to let Nasim travel with receivers and things like that? He said if necessary, he can, but not necessary all the time. And, they got schemes in place and they love being able to trust Nasim to shut down one side of the field. And here we go. Gridiron, take it away.
Yeah, we got Nasim Eason, 6'1", 160 cornerback from Higley Junior. Last season had 30 tackles, an interception, a fumble recovery, and 8 pass breakups. Was a first team all 6A conference. Has length. He's good in press coverage. Had a game against Williams Field, had 5 tackles, 1 for loss with an interception. Has 13 offers total, and just in the past week, got Oregon State, Colorado State, and BYU. He's the younger brother of Nigel, who's now at NAU after 2 years at UNLV. Nasim visited San Diego State during the season where he has an offer for a game. And then he also went there last weekend and last night committed to the Aztecs. So he'll be going to San Diego State. He's got to wait till December, obviously, till he can sign. But he locked down the commitment there just last night.
Nassim's a stud, and I know that Sumler, who recruited him heavy from San Diego State, absolutely loves him. Loves how long he is, how versatile he is, and how many things he can do in that secondary. Gridiron, go ahead and continue.
Yeah, Jeremy Adeyanju, 6'1", 215, a running back from O'Connor. He's also a junior. Last season, 1,167 yards, 15 touchdowns, plus 1 receiving TD, averaged almost 8 yards a carry, and had 500-yard games for the Eagles. He runs hard, and he's a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield. Had a game against Valley Vista last season, 14 carries for 214 yards and 4 touchdowns. He has 15 total offers, and in the past week, he's gotten offers from Iowa, Northwestern, and Michigan. So the Big Ten certainly after him here recently. He was invited to Junior Day at Washington, where he has an offer to go next month. He's visited Arizona, where he has an offer for a game last season.
He's tough, man. Big back and super complete. I know that I've had the chance to talk to a handful of college coaches, and he's one of the first names that is constantly coming up.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of 215-pound running backs. Usually they're more on the leaner side. Ty Kennedy, 6'6", 275, offensive tackle from Mountain View, a junior. Only played 4 games last season due to injury, but he still made honorable mention all region. Just dominated the games he was out there. Has a 4.0 GPA, athleticism and movement to go with that size, 6'6", 275, we said. Combines power and technique. Has 18 total offers, and last week got offers from Oregon State, Minnesota, Kansas State, Stanford, and Boise State. Visited USC for a game last season. He's the son of former Raider Lincoln Kennedy.
Oh, wow.
And he tied at ASU for a game last season where he does have an offer also. Okay.
That's big. Hey, Ty's going to be, man, Ty's going to be special.
Mm-hmm. And then Yazin Zion, 6'5", 260 defensive lineman from Desert Edge. He's a junior. Last season, 57 tackles, 33 solo, 15 and a half tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and 4 sacks. He can play defensive end or defensive tackle. Great giant wingspan and physicality to go with that size, 6'5", 260. Has 23 offers. In the past week, he's gotten offers from Cal, Texas A&M, UNLV, Colorado State, Kansas State, and Mississippi State. And he visited ASU, where he has an offer for a game last season. I don't know where he transferred from before Desert Edge, but he was with Desert Edge the entire season last year. Did you say he transferred in?
Yeah, he did. He did transfer in.
I don't know where he played.
I want to say he was at La Jolla, and I want to say he was a hooper there too. So he's pretty athletic. Pretty athletic kid. The kid's a stud. Yeah. He's gonna be a monster. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see Yazin's recruitment, and it's good company, man. Good company.
Got a few guys with upwards of double-digit offers.
Yeah, man. Hey, our 27 class is looking pretty insane right now, and we got a lot of guys that are capable of making it big. This situation with Jeremy Adeyanju, I know some people are trying to push for him to be the number 1 back in the state of Arizona, and I know we got Noah Roberts, who I think is absolutely special, and I think we got a super special situation just between the two of them, and then you mix in the kid from Westwood, Kashawn Barkas, who I know he just picked up an offer.
We mentioned him last week that he led the 6A in rushing last season.
Yeah.
We had 58 early signees. for the 26 class last December. This 27 class is loaded. I've been keeping track of them on paper so far. I'll be putting them up on the website in March. But I think I'm going to go over the 58 that we've had for the 26 class when it comes to D1 December signees for the 27 class. I think we'll see more than the 58 come December.
Yeah, I definitely think that you're right. I mean, shoot, Desert Edge has like 58 by themselves. So, between Desert Edge and Basha, Brophy and Liberty and all these power schools, like, shoot, we're gonna hit that number pretty easily. So it's gonna be exciting. Recruiting in the state of Arizona is getting more and more exciting every year. Just as obviously, Arizona is getting better promoted and all the amazing like high school sports media that we have out here. People are really starting to take notice of all the kids out here. Not strictly because of the media coverage, but our kids are going out to camps and being seen on national circuits, whether it's 7-on-7 or just track meets and things like that. And, those track numbers get out and, we got the one kid there's a defensive back over there at Higley. Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you his name, who I absolutely love. Elijah Sanas. This kid is long and faster than the Roadrunner. Holy smokes. That kid can.
Is he a receiver or a DB?
He's a DB, but like he's long and
more
fast.
Penitentiary guy.
Yeah, hey, their penitentiary is going to be crazy this year. They got a safety over there also that can play. I was out there for winter practice, winter workouts or whatever they call it. I don't know if we can call it practice. So I was out there for the winter workouts.
Yeah, I saw does that. Where it's smart to do it while the coaches are there. And I know they made a big deal about their I think it was their final practice of the January circuit that you were out at there last week. And of course, the Higley loses one of the members of the penitentiary there with Justice Brathwaite going on to BYU.
That's a big member though to lose. That's not. They didn't lose a member. They lost their warden. So now that warden is getting that warden title is getting passed down to Nasim, I believe.
But they've done that before because Nigel was one time
Nigel was
warden that got passed on, and now maybe it's Nasim's turn, right?
It is Nasim's turn. Yeah, what they've done over there with that secondary has been absolutely magical. I know that they would like to be labeled the quarterback school, but they might be the defensive back school with the way they're pumping out all those Division I defensive backs. A lot of them assigned, and also like Andrew Zuby was over there and he was phenomenal this senior year.
Went on to NAU, yeah.
As a long snapper, and he was just phenomenal his senior year, playing safety and stuff, and then coming up and hitting, and they've just had some dudes. So like it's been cool to watch the evolution of Higley and how that team has been built. So yeah, man, winter workouts took place, and I got to see him. Dax White looks crazy. Holy smokes, that kid is going to be an absolute problem. Linebacker over there at Higley, he's going to be an absolute nightmare for running backs coming out of the backfield or quarterbacks trying to extend plays and getting cleaned up.
He's a junior.
Yes, he's a junior problem out there. Like he's just absolutely.
I believe he led the team in tackles last season.
Probably because he's selfish. He's like, no, let me get this solo by myself. No, nobody help me. Let me go ahead and get this. He might have led all
6A in tackles.
How many did he have? That's why he's a beast. So shout out to him. Shout out to Higley. All the cool stuff that they're doing. I don't know why more schools don't take advantage and try to do something like that, but I'm pretty sure copycat stuff. So like we're gonna see somebody else try to do it.
I don't think they count as like your spring ball practices, right? It's just kind of OTAs,
Great question.
Right?
I don't know. Great question. I honestly don't know. But real quick, I do have a surprise for you that I do want to kind of talk about. I know you didn't really prepare for this.
135 tackles for Dax.
That's a lot of tackles.
Yeah,
that's a lot of tackles. Sheesh. He's an absolute beast. All right. Hey, real quick. I just wanted to get your thoughts on this. I was absolutely so impressed by this hire. ACP. I think that this is the absolute best hire. Yes. I think that this is the best hire of the new coaching carousel cycle or whatever.
Over Jeremy Haddock at Perry?
Yes.
That was a pretty big one too.
That was a big one. But I just think that when you're able, first off, ACP, I know everybody's talking about this, their fourth coach in 4 years. One thing I want to say is since Coach Bluford, and with Coach Bluford, all ACP has done has hit home runs with coaching hires.
I was just about to pull this up here and see what this 4 coaches in 4 years track record has been. Because
real quick. Hold on, real quick. Bluford laid down the blueprint and took this school from nothing to something. And then Coach Vaught,
they were a 2A school when Bluford started in 2017 without a field.
and he built that. He literally built ACP into what has become available today. And then there's obviously Coach Vaught. And then hold on.
Okay.
And then there's Coach Vaught, who took them to ASU in 1 year coaching. Coach Zellner, who is, man, you would think that after the architect of the football program and then the guy that took them to the next level, I'm still stunned by what Vaught
did. It was kind of late in the process that they got Zellner too.
And you would think that they would take a dip because anytime you hire late, it is so hard. They didn't take
and they moved up to 5A.
And they moved up to 5A. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
And then now Coach Rudder is an absolute home run hire that is so ready for this. And some of the rumors that I'm hearing for his staff, I'm not going to spoil them.
That's good. Because they haven't announced him.
He is so, and every coach should be serious about their job. He is so serious about this. This is going to be something so amazing, I think, over at ACP, and I cannot wait. I can't wait. This is another.
He played in the Chandler district,
so he knows what this is about,
right?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Not that long ago. He's got that beard, but he's not that old. If we go back to 23, 23, which was Coach Bluford's last season with ACP, the Knights went 8-4. They won a playoff game and took Canyon Del Oro. Remember, that was the Canyon Del Oro team that I think that was threatening the Open, right?
Yes.
And they ended up losing to Canyon Del Oro by 6 points. I want to say that was the quadruple overtime game, I believe, too.
Yeah.
Against CDO, and the CDO team that ended up winning state and going undefeated. And then the following season, Steve Vaught, the 1 year he was there, their one loss in the regular season was when they took the team to play basically a 6A size team in Indiana, and they ran the table in the regular season. After that, went 9-1. Won 3 playoff games and then played Micah Mountain in the championship game at ASU. So they finished 12-2 and then moved up to 5A. Derek Zellner came in, the former Gilbert coach, and they didn't drop. They went 8-2 in the regular season, defeated Cactus Shadows the first round of the playoffs before falling to ALA Gilbert for the second time in the season. They ended up finishing 9-3. With 2 of the losses to Coach Detmer over there at ALA Gilbert North.
Man, this is an absolute. Like I said, I am just so in disbelief. Great job by ACP.
And their record this year included a win over Desert Mountain, the eventual 5A champion. It included a win over 6A Chaparral, and it included a win over Mountain Point, and also Notre Dame, and then of course the playoff win over Shadows.
Yeah, well, great job by these guys. The job that these guys are doing, the job that ACP is doing with their coaching staff, coaching council to hire their head coach is absolutely amazing. So shout out to them. Great job. I'm so impressed. I think Rudder's gonna.
Coach Rudder, of course, has been the defensive coordinator over at Highland for the last few seasons.
And Highland's had some incredible defensive players come out of there, and he's done a great job producing. And also, I believe that he coached track at Highland, so I am fully expecting Coach Rudder's team. And I'm wondering if he's gonna handle the defensive coordinating duties himself, or if he's going to designate somebody. But one thing I will say is I know that this team is going to be fast, physical, aggressive, and fun to watch, man. This team's going to be so fun to watch, and he's going to put his blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, just like he did with the Highland defense and Highland in general, and the track program and all that. And this is going to be a fun ride. And not that those other coaches didn't intend to stay in for the long haul, but Coach Rudder is home, and he is in this. He is in this until ACP gets this 6A, wins themselves a championship, or whatever. I think you're going to have to kick. He's the type you're going to have to kick out of the building to get him out the building. So I'm just so excited for him, and this is going to be huge. This coaching staff that he's going to put together, I think, is going to be like the Avengers. He's going to assemble something incredible, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for him. This is the coaching hire of the off season. That is what I believe. So there's that. And Gridiron, I will take your opinion. You think otherwise?
You had Scooter Molander going back to Eastmark. That was pretty big. After helping out over at Queen Creek last season.
Yeah, and I guess we got to see who Queen Creek gets, right? Also, listen, I think you brought it up, and I think Hathcock is huge. I think that's a big get over at Perry.
Well, just his track record everywhere he's been, of improving the team relatively quickly. Over at Blue Ridge, and then over at Verado. Obviously,
that Verado job was incredible
for 15 years. And took that team from the 4A level, moving up to the highest level, and then making a championship game there. He did get a few transfers in at Mesa, but that was the team that gave Basha their toughest game in the entire playoff run.
The toughest game. If somebody would have told you preseason this time last year, Mesa is going to give Basha its toughest game, you would have been laughed at.
Yes, that's true. I mean,
that's the truth.
It goes right. You wouldn't have believed it. Absolutely not. No, because if we look at Basha played Mesa, I believe when was the last time they played Mesa? But they played Mesa in 2024. Okay, so the previous season before Hathcock was there, Basha defeated Mesa 47-3. So if you just said that heading into the 25 season, that's going to be the one of their toughest games, it would have been crazy, right?
For sure, you would have been looked at like an insane person.
It was not part of the playoff run. I forgot about that. Was the regular season.
No, it's in the regular season.
It was the end of the regular season because Basha was in the Open and Mesa was in the 6A. But it was a one-score game. It was 41-33 when they played the second to last week of the season.
And Mesa was on the cusp of the championship game. It took the Hail Mary to knock them out. Remember, versus Centennial.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Centennial had to throw that long bomb to get into field goal range. All I know is
to win the Mesa game.
For Mesa Centennial. I was just saying that Hathcock had
Mesa Centennial. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was just saying that
that was the play-in game, I believe. That first round of the Open.
Was that the play-in game?
Well, technically, it's not a play-in. It was the first round of the Open. Let me pull this up and make sure. Mesa this season, it was the.
I didn't think that for some reason. I didn't think that was a
No,
playing game.
no, it was not. It was not. It was in the 6A. I'm sorry. It was the second
Okay.
round. It was the second round.
Okay.
6A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, wow.
That's right.
That is a big
Mesa
hire.
was in Mesa was not in the top 12. So they had to win a game in the 6A, which they did over Highland, and then they played Centennial, who came down to the 6A because they had lost in the first round of the Open. And that was the game that came right down to the very end that Centennial won on the that crazy late deep pass for a catch that they won 41-39.
Yeah. Another big hire over there at Skyline with Coach Josh Roberts taking and I know that Coach Roberts has been in the Mesa community for a little bit
district,
now, coaching at Mountain View and then coaching over at Mesa most recently, and then now at Skyline. I'm curious to see organizational skills, super on point. X's and O's guy, super on point. I'm just curious to see how he runs this thing as a head man and how he puts his staff together. I think that this is going to be an interesting thing to monitor, and I hope that Skyline exhibits some patience and really gives him a chance to do the things that he has to do to make that program successful, because I think he can. But yeah,
it's a 5A school, but a long way to go with that program. I'm just looking at their freshman results, and they might have won 1 or 2 games last season, and they did not have a JV team. So obviously the numbers were down if you only had varsity and freshmen at the 5A level. And then the varsity team finished with a 5-game losing streak, losing all the region games. They were in that difficult region with ALA Gilbert North and ACP and Campo and Mountain Point.
Yeah,
where they'll still be next season. So I wouldn't expect a quick turnaround at Skyline. They've been down for a while, but certainly an opportunity there for Coach Roberts.
They had a solid quarterback. They had a solid little playmaker, running back, whatever. They had a nice little wide receiver all at one point over the last 5 years. I think Coach Roberts having some community familiarity might be able to fast track a little bit of this. But I do, like I said, I do hope that Skyline and the administration and Mesa in general just exhibit a little bit of patience with him to give him an opportunity to build this thing into something that can compete. So, man, with that being said, let's turn this to some pro talk real quick, pro football. This new Cardinals head coach, you impressed? You like this? Was this the hire that you wanted? Did you think about this at all with LaFleur?
At the very beginning, I had mentioned the Rams coordinators when you asked me about that.
Yeah.
So
true.
it's a similar situation for him where they're bringing in a guy without the head coaching experience, but much like they did with Gannon. We'll see. That much like Skyline, there's a long way for the Cardinals to go when you look at the rest of the division, because the Cardinals lost 14 games last year, and the other 3 teams combined lost less, and they have to play 6 of their games against those 3 teams. One of which will be in the Super Bowl, and one of which played for the NFC Championship game, and the other one that he's quite familiar with, being the Rams. I would expect to see progress with it. But obviously the first thing they got to do is figure out what they're going to do with the quarterback position here in the next month or 2.
All right, Gridiron. Hey, I appreciate you. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't. Gridiron, you've always been taking care of this community, making sure that everybody knows all the updates, recruiting wise, who's signing where, the commitments, all that stuff, and also the manual scoreboard, which is an absolute staple in the state of Arizona. I have college coaches that hit me up and say, "Hey, the manual scoreboard."
I'm kind of losing you there.
Do you have the archives to it? Hey, Gridiron, I'm gonna catch you next week. All right.
All right.
I think that's it. All right, buddy. Take care.
Yeah. Gang.
All right. My guy Beetlejuice out there working, covering some basketball. I think he's doing play-by-play or something like that. assured me that he'll be back next week. We'll see. Your boy Chili, I'm gonna be out in Vegas for the Battle Vegas event, 7-on-7 event this Saturday, Sunday. I'll only be out there Saturday though, because Sunday I will be back as I'm presenting the awards over at the big fella retreat, Greatness Personified Lineman Retreat over there at Corona del Sol. It's a 3-day event, February 6th, 7th, and 8th. I believe it's in the evening on the 6th. And I want to say, I don't actually know the time on Saturday, and then it's in the morning on Sunday. So just make sure that if you're going, you know all the times and you've gotten all the emails and communicated with Coach Zoo. Anthony Lucas will be out there, super talented product of Arizona high school football. I can't wait to see him and chop it up. Your boy Chili, listen, I'm gonna be out of here because I got some things that I got to do. Also, I'm gonna finish my tag-alongs. I got like 3 more left in this. I will have finished a box today, which is absolutely insane. But if you got tag-alongs and you are watching and you're in the Tempe area, hit me up. I'm buying. So other than that, your boy Chili, I'm gonna make my way out of here, and make sure you guys tune in Thursday night on the 12 Plus Network. Me and Cam Cox dropping dimes, and I don't know what we're gonna be talking about this week, but I'm sure it's going to be somewhat Cardinals related. You never know, though. Your boy Chili, I am out of here. Forks Up Forever. At Just Chili, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Just Chili TV, YouTube, and TikTok. Subscribe, and let's get the conversations going.
Oh man. Not again. Yeah.